Hi guys, welcome to 404 Techies. Today we are going to see how to create our first project in PyCharm. So when you click on the PyCharm IDE, you will get this window. So here we have an option to create new project. So click on create new project. So here there is an option to locate your project. So I am moving to different folder because it is in default folder right now. So I'm moving to E drive, that is Python. And as I told in previous video, I'm using only the exister interpreter, which will be easy for a Python beginners. So I'm going for the exister interpreter here and clicking on create. So all my so whenever you open this PyCharm, so this tip of the day pop-up will come. So this will basically will give the shortcut keys to navigate through this particular this PyCharm IDE. So if you see here, whatever the projects I'm creating, it will go to the E drive under 404 Techies under the Python folder. So I'm clicking here, right click on this Python folder and I'm going to new and Python file. So first project. Session. So this is the name of the file I'm giving now. So I'm giving us session1 hyphen print. So now my new Python file is created. So in this file only we are going to do the coding. So I'm giving print some values. Hello world. So I just gave one print statement here under single quotes. Enclosed in single quotes. So I'm running this project, Python project. So go to run and give a run command. So it will ask for the file. So I'm giving session print file. So if you see here, my hello world is printed. So the same can be even you can enclosed in double quotes also, that we can see. Hello world. Okay. See. So same you will know, you can either enclose in single quotes or you can enclose in double quotes. In both the way it will work. Or you can give print. Let's see what happens if I give the empty print statement. I should keep this in between only, then we can get the output. We shall see what is happening. So I'm giving now. So if you see here, if you give the empty print, without any string, if you give the open and close bracket alone, there is an empty line included here. You can see it here. So you can also achieve this by print single quotes. So what I'm trying to do is, with the empty open and close bracket, we can see that an empty line is included. And similarly, I'm trying to give the no string without any string. I'm just give the only one space or no space. So let's see what is happening. Clicking on run here. See here it is also empty line is opening. So what? You can either, if you want it an empty line, you can either go in this way or this way or this way. So if you want an empty line, you can go this way, or I mean no strings inside the open and close brackets, and only the quotes but without any space between the quotes. So that way also we can give it, or only a single quotes. Similarly, if you want to do double quotes also we can give, single quotes also we can give. Okay. So I'm just giving the command. Print empty line. And suppose if you wanted to print the value stored in any variable, let's see how can we do that. I'm giving a equal to 10, okay, and print a. See, since I've included these print statements, some empty lines was there between here. 1, 2, 3. So 3 empty lines included. And next I'm printing the a. So whatever the value I'm storing it a, so I'm printing the variable. Here if you see, since it is a string, the variable you wanted to print, I'm not giving anything inside the quotes. If there is a difference between these two, here you are printing the string enclosed inside the quotes, and here you are printing the variables stored in that particular, including the data stored in that particular variable. See, so here the value stored in a is printed. Here just a, that is the alphabet, whatever we gave inside the quotes, that is printed. So there are the differences between two. Next we shall see how to print the new line characters and then tab space characters in print statement. So I'm just commenting out these things. Because these output data will confuse the further statements we are going. Print start line. Start line and end line. So here what I did is, like inside single quotes, I want this start line in one line and then end line in another line. Okay. Then I've given the slash n in between two. So let's see what is happening. The previous print statement I had commented out using multi-line commands. This is a multi-line command. So 3 single quotes. Okay. So here's the commented out. So these output will not be coming. So whatever this is, the one will be coming in the console. So let's see. So if you see here, start line in one line and end line in one line. But I see some space here. It is because I've given space between these two. So I have to give this way. Okay. So start line in first line, second line in another one. You can also achieve this using plus operator. Plus slash n, slash n plus. Okay. Okay. So what I've given, the same thing I'm trying to achieve in here. Start first line, start and last line. Okay. You can either do it in this way or in this way. So let's run now. So start first line and end last line. So same thing. Similarly, like new line, we are giving tab. So slash n is for giving the new, giving the next data. After slash n, whatever the data we are giving, it will come to the next line. Here, whatever the data we are giving will give some space before this line. Meaning, slash t is for tab space, slash n is for new line. Slash t will give the space between the start line and the end line. Let's see. Start tab line. Okay. So if you see here, I'm start tab line and one space and end tab line. And similarly for carriage return also. Okay. So carriage return will basically remove the text whatever we are giving before this one. So this data won't be coming. So only whatever the data we are giving after slasher would be coming. So let's see. So if you see here, I'm getting only end. Whatever the data I'm giving after slasher, that data alone it came. So this way we can do it. So commented this also. If suppose you are storing this particular print statement into a variable, let's see what is happening. For example, I'm having some value or x value a, storing this print statement here. Hi all. See, since previous output statement we have commented, those output statement will not be coming in console. See, here I am just storing that print statement into a variable. I am not even printing this variable. Okay. So just the print statement stored in a variable, so that itself got printed. Suppose I am printing this value. None is printed, meaning. So let's see how to take input from user using print statement. Okay. So print input. Enter any value. Okay, we shall run this now. So it is asking for any value. Giving 12. So 12 is printed. So this one is like if you are giving input function is basically to get the runtime input, taking the runtime input from the user. Okay, you can also do it this way also. For example, input enter your name. Storing it in X and printing that X. So whatever the input you are giving in the console during runtime, that input would be received and then printed in the next line. That is what we are going to achieve now. So first it is asking for enter any value. I'm just giving 5. So 5 got printed. Next it is asking enter your name. I'm just giving Disha. So Disha got printed. So this is one way. So finally I'm commenting out this as well. So I'm printing all values in single line. Okay. For example, I'm A equal to 10 semicolon, B equal to 5, semicolon c equal to 100. So I'm printing all these values in a single line. We can do it like the value of a. The value of a. See, I'm enclosed in double quotes, and I'm giving comma and the value of a. Okay. Then comma. I'm giving slash t. So I want a tab space in between next value, and I'm giving comma. Now the value of b. Okay. The value of b, and again I want slash t, and the value of c. So what I am trying to do is, I wanted these values, a is equal to 10 in like a value of a equal to 10. Similarly, value of b equal to, I can give equal to here, or I can say value of a is, value of b is. And in between each value, I used a tab space, meaning you can, if you see the output, you will understand what I'm trying to do. See, I want the value of a is 10, one tab space, again the value of b is 5, again on tab space, and value of c is 100. So this is how you can have to use a print statement. So actually the actual syntax of the print is like values, separator, end, file, and flush. So we have we shall discuss about these attributes and how can we use these in a code. All those things we shall discuss in the next video. Okay, thank you, bye.